Simone Inzaghi is the current manager of Inter Milan with a very solid 3-5-2 formation, with playing out from the back and having two very attacking goal scorers up front in a system. They score lots and lots of goals, and we've recreated it on Football Manager today, and the results of it are absolutely fantastic. You guys are very quickly going to see exactly how good this tactic is, starting off with a Champions League final victory against Real Madrid, a 4-3 game. One thing I'm going to say is Romelu Lukaku is up front, because when I was simming this, Lukaku looked like he was going to Inter Milan. Inter Milan fans, I'm aware, he is not signing for Inter Milan anymore, and he is not wanted in the slightest. Brand new signing Alassani, signs Cherby, and Lukaku blasts it in to the back of the net to make it 1-1 in this game. Barella on the ball, finding Alassani on the ball yet again, a ball over the top, and Lukaku is clear again of Rudiger to make it 2-1. Lukaku, Inter Milan fans might not like him. He's an absolute bagsman on this year's game. Bellingham heading it into the back post for Tchouaméni to get it to 2-2. Marcus Thuram, brand new side on the ball, this time down the wing, tries to have a shot. Merih Demiral again linked it into Milan, blast it onto the crossbar. Lukaku's there for a Champions League hat-trick, and believe it or not, Lukaku's not going to stop there. Jan Sommer, who's just signed for Inter Milan, also puts the ball through, and Lukaku bags it in for 4-3. And Lukaku was fantastic in this game. In fact, this is the third goal for Madrid, but he was absolutely outrageous in this game and dominated the season for us. And you can see here from the XG chart, 2.45 goals expected, 16 shots to their at 11 on target to their 9 and 5. And would you believe me if I said the Champions League was the only trophy we'd won after the game you've just seen? I'm sure you wouldn't, and that's because we also won the Italian Serie A as well on 89 points, 28 wins, 5 draws and 5 losses. Lukaku with 29 goals, Lautaro Martinez with 24 goals. Martinez with a 7.68 average rating, Lukaku with a 7.61. Çalhanoğlu with 15 assists, Denzel Dumfries on the right hand side with 12 assists as well. We absolutely dominated this season in terms of stats, scoring 91 goals, conceding just 24, having the fewest shots against, and were second in shots for, just 8 behind Roma. And possession-wise, we weren't there because we are a defensively sound and solid team, conceding just 0.63 goals per game, scoring 2.39. We are setting up in a base 5-3-2, if you could look at it like that. I'm more saying a 3-5-2 because the extremely attacking wing backs of Dumfries and DiMarco, and this is a formation which Inter Milan have used the last couple of years, and it guided them all the way to a Champions League trophy, in which, you know, Onana nearly won it, you know, having a few fantastic saves, but Man City were too strong, and sadly for me, won a treble. Now, this Inter Milan tactic is starting off with a sweeper keeper in goal on attack. I think that will stay the same for the 23-24 season. The signing of Jan Sommer or possibly Trubin in goal, both of them are absolutely fantastic at playing out from the back, and I think they're going to keep their expansive style of play from the defence. Stefan de Vrij started on the right hand side with dribble less and stay wider on a ball playing defender on defend, and the exact same on the left hand side for Alessandro Bastoni, with a Cherby in the middle centre back role with dribble less as a ball playing defender on defend. Two very, very attacking wing backs on the left and the right hand side. Left hand side is Federico DiMarco, and he is fantastic on this year's game and also just as good in real life. He is going to make some fantastic runs down the wings, absolutely marauding past the attacking fullbacks. He is fantastic. And the man on the other side is Denzel Dumfries, who will cross more often, cross aim centre and stay wider. Now, there's a slight difference in the two of them because the Dumfries is often attacking at the back post. Benito DiMarco is not also crossing at the centre. He is just crossing the ball because Dumfries might be free. Lukaku on the right hand side might not be in the centre. He might be peeled off to the back post. So a slight change there in the two wing backs. And in the DM role, we've got new signing Christian Alassani as an anchor man on defend with more direct passes and tackle harder, with Nicolo Barella on the right centre mid role with dribble less, shoot less often, but get further forward and tackle harder, next to Hakan Çalhanoğlu with tackle harder as an advanced playmaker on support. These three in midfield are so solid and are absolutely pivotal to the way this midfield works. You can see we've got a playmaker, we've got an anchor man, and we've got basically a box-to-box engine in Barella, which makes such a strong midfield base with your two attacking wing backs going up to support the complete forward on attack up front with tackle harder. Now, I debated putting this as a target forward with Edin Dzeko from last season and Lukaku sometimes playing in that role, but potential signing of Florian Balogun, which has been linked recently as complete forward on attack, I think works because Lautaro Martinez might move into that role rather than being an advanced forward on attack with shoot more often and tackle harder. I think that might change to Florian Balogun, and Martinez would go as the complete forward attack on the right hand hand side. It's a balanced mentality, being very defensively sound, starting in possession. We pass into space, we play out of defence, we run at defence, we run left, we overlap left and overlap right. Slightly higher tempo and a fairly wide system. This is exactly how they played in the Champions League final, and from the research I could do, this is how they're going to be setting up next season as well. So a very exciting season for Inter Milan fans. As a counter system and counter pressing. Now that could be set to regroup, but simply on FM you'd not get the best results. If you set your players to drop in too deep, you get absolutely battered, and the pressure just weighs too much. Take short kicks, but not distributing anywhere in particular. Because as we saw from Andre Onana in the Champions League final, you might just be distributing into the DM, into the strikers, even into the midfielders. And I think taking short kicks and you distributing to the centre backs is not realistic for Inter Milan. A high press system, as the two front players do often get right on the back line, pressing more often and preventing the short distribution as well, I think is absolutely pivotal for this system. Now, from what I can see, Simone Inzaghi has only got one previous managerial role, and that is at Lazio. So we're going to go into a test with them, and also at Venezia, a top side in the Serie B, to see how we can do with them. The results of that are also absolutely fantastic, so make sure you stick around for more results with this 3-5-2 formation. I just want to really quickly say as well, a massive thank you to the Patreons on screen at the moment as well. You guys are absolute legends. You're helping me step the content up massively. You know, you've helped get me the brand new PC. You're making my dreams come true. So a massive thank you to absolute legends on screen. The link to that is in the top of the description, and you get all the rebuild files that we do on there as well. Now in Lazio, in the Serie A, we managed to come in second place behind Napoli with another absolutely ridiculous season on 88 points. We were predicted to come down in 5th place, and to be honest, probably not got the best team for it, as Pedro was playing up front with Ciro Immobile. Fantastic. Pedro, maybe not the striker I was hoping for. In fact, Immobile also left us in January to go to Real Madrid, which was very, very helpful. But still coming second in the league is very impressive, and Immobile still being the top goal scorer, I think shows how good that complete forward role actually is. Average rating rise, he was top as well. Pedro in second, and player of the matches was also Ciro Immobile. So you'll probably see we were actually top of the league for quite a while at the start. Well, we're actually doing very well, very similar to fair with how we ended up. Champions League, we were round of 16 by Olympique Marseille, which is very frustrating. I'd like to have done better in that one. In the Italian Cup, we lost to the creator of the tactic, Inter Milan. So not a bad season at all. Data wise, we were better than expected in every single stat, doing better on expected goals conceded was 0.84, and goals per game we scored at 1.87. And like I said, a lot of the goals come from Ciro Immobile, but Pedro stepped up, as did Felipe Anderson, two very good players in the striking position, certainly helping out. And then we went for the most beautiful kits there is on this game, Venezia. Venezia's kits are always an absolute mainstay in top tier kit tier lists, and predicted to come down 9th place. Venezia, we took them straight to second in the league, just 2 points away from winning the league as well. So again, an extremely impressive season in terms of sort of the stats of this one as well. We scored the most goals on 64 and conceded the third fewest on 33, which again, very, very impressive. Squad wise, lots of goals come from the two strikers. With this formation, you do get lots of assists from the wing backs as well, so make sure you're looking out for them. And again, expected everything, we were above average, so very happy with the results of this tactic. For you guys, can make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for the Inter Milan rebuild, which comes out tomorrow, which I'm very excited to show you guys. If you haven't seen it as well, the AC Milan rebuild will be on the end screen, so make sure to be clicking that one. It's my best rebuild ever on Football Manager 2023.